Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Uncut Never Filtered. And today, if you're new to the bourbon game, stay tuned. We're going to give you our top 5 bourbons you can get anywhere that you need on your shelves. Up next.
Hello, I'm Phil, and for my recommendation, I believe that you should pick the Jack Daniel's Single Barrel Proof. Taste and smells excellent. I smell bourbon, like always. And it tastes like bourbon with a hint of bananas Foster at the end. And that's why I like it. It's 129 proof, so it's a little bit hot for the newcomers, but aged veteran like me, it just goes down like water.
A bullshit? A bullshit?
It's it doesn't have an age statement, but it's rumored to be 4 to 7 years old.
All right, fellas, for mine, I'm gonna go ahead and pick. So we don't have it on the shelf, but we have a couple different ones. I'm gonna go for the 1792 small batch. So we'll use the single barrel as it has some similar notes, but this is what I'm picking. All right, guys, like I said, I have the 1792 small batch that I recommend for the newcomers coming in. It's a great bourbon. On the nose, you get a little bit of, those typical bourbon flavors you would expect. You get a lot of vanilla, a little bit of caramel. On the palate, it almost transitions to a little bit of toffee, fruit, maybe even some cinnamon. Very good bourbon. It is, now this is not, like I said, this is the single barrel, but the small batch itself is 93.7 proof. Anywhere from about $35 to $45, depending on the retailer and location. But no age statement as well on this one. Rumored to be a blend of whiskeys, 4 to 8 years. So highly recommend it.
Hey guys, for my pick on the top 5 bourbons, we're going to talk about today Old Forester 1910. And my recommendation as a top 5 bourbon that every new bourbon drinker needs to have on their shelves is Old Forester 1910 from the Old Forester Whiskey Row series. Now, like Phil, I am also a bougie bitch. MSRP for this one's $60. Again, for someone new to the game, that might be a little bit more expensive, right? You have a lot more affordable options like the 1792, or when Greg talks about the Four Roses single barrel. However, what you're paying for on this one, again, no age statement, so that means at least 4 years old, but again, rumored to be between 4 to 6 years old. And as you can see, very dark juice in that glass, and we're getting that from the process they use. So for 1910, it goes through a double barreling process. So one, it's darker hue on the liquid, and also what it means for what you get on the nose and the palate. So for me, on the nose, I get that delicious caramelized brown sugar, vanilla, definitely oak. Also, I get baking spices, and also some raisin and fig. I'm on those those darker bourbons with the rye spices, raisin and fig, right up my alley. On the palate, due to the fact that it is, again, double barreled, I'm getting the toasted flavors, right? Toasted marshmallow, toasted oak, vanilla, brown sugar, and caramel is definitely coming through. It is a delicious bourbon. This is actually one of the first bottles I bought when I started my bourbon journey. And again, $60 is an investment, but it is very delicious. Sitting in right around 93, 94 proof. It's a good entry proof as you start your bourbon journey. And again, highly recommended to anyone out there that's either starting or in the middle of it, because again, very versatile pour right there.
Hello, my name is Greg, and for my pick, Four Roses single barrel. I have a stand-in today of barrel strength, but this is my pick. Greg's pick is Four Roses single barrel. Hey, great bourbon, 100 proof. On the nose, wow. You get vanilla, you get maple syrup, you get very spicy, some fruitiness into the nose, and when you taste, great. Very cherry flavor, very cherry flavor, pear, plum notes come out, and hey, it's a smooth but long finish on the bottom end. So hey, $47, and you'll be in Virginia. That's what it costs, and it's a great bourbon. You ought to try it.
All right, guys, and for our last one, our 5th bottle, we have a local distillery that I think that we can all agree that we enjoy very much. Very good beginner whiskey. We have the Bowman Brothers Small Batch. 90 proof, minimum of 4 years. Very good bourbon. What do you guys got?
Absolutely. You taste this one, you could get it. This is owned, the Bowman Distillery is owned by the Sazerac Company. At first, it was long rumored to be distilled out in Buffalo Trace. That's what made it very collectible, desirable. The single barrels John J. Bowman is now allocated in our home state of Virginia just because everyone's trying to get their damn hands on it.
Absolutely.
However, the small batch you can get everywhere. I've seen this in Pennsylvania, West Virginia, obviously Kentucky, Tennessee. I believe this has a good distribution for the small batch. And you're gonna get, right now, it's no longer, from what they tell us, if we want to believe them, it's no longer distilled at Buffalo Trace. It's at the Barton 1792 distillery is making a distillate. They'll take it to Virginia, up in Fredericksburg. They'll distill it one more time using their process, throw it in the barrels, and it goes into their warehouse. However, on this one, again, classic bourbon notes. Very good for a beginner trying to get that basic structure profile of a bourbon. Vanilla, caramel, oak. On that one, I also get some nutmeg on the palate, on the back side of that. Baking spices. Very, very delicious. And again, very approachable. And at I believe, $40 to $45, if that. It might be cheaper than that. Very good bourbon to get your feet wet.
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. And a good bourbon to drink. I mean, I'm drinking anything.
We probably have no less than 4 different Bowman expressions on our bourbon bar behind us. So we all love it for sure.
Yeah.
So there it is, guys. That is our top 5 bourbon recommendations for the new whiskey drinker. What do you think? Is there something here you have and you love? Something you haven't tried and you'd like to try? Or what are you sipping on right now that you like? Whether you're the new bourbon drinker or something you could recommend to someone just starting their bourbon journey. Leave comments to this video so everyone can see.
Yep.
Make sure you do what, Phil?
Subscribe. We need subscribers. We need you. Join us.
Like, comment, subscribe to the video for sure.
Hit the bell.
Hit the bell.
Obviously.
You uncouth bastards. And until next time, most importantly, cheers.
Cheers.